Hey guys, welcome back to Cam's Tech Talk. In this session, we are going to learn about Apex. This is a complete technical session, and I have a guest speaker. His name is Nukhil Ghate, and he is a senior developer for a long time. He's going to teach us all the technical stuff. Focus is Trailhead and the Salesforce knowledge base. As I always say, guys, don't go away from any Salesforce documentation. I'm not going to do any fancy PowerPoint. We're going to walk through from the Trailhead and from the Salesforce knowledge base to complete rundown in a technical session, how to use, where to write the code, and how it works, right? So let's bring on Nukhil in the call, and he will explain all about Apex first session. Hi guys, welcome back again to Cam's Tech Talk. As I mentioned, I have a guest speaker today, right? Meet Nukhil Ghate, right? He is a developer in the Salesforce world from last 2-3 years, and I am going to learn. Plus, with me, all of the viewers who's going to watch this video, they're going to learn about Apex. As mentioned, I'm not going to do any fancy PowerPoints to go through. We are straight going to Trailhead and on the Salesforce help document, so we can follow a structured process. Okay, so Nukhil, how are you? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great, Cam. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for introducing me here. And I'm very glad that we are recording these sessions after so long discussion. So yeah, let's start.
No, definitely. So what I'm going to do, Nukhil, let me give a one tip to the guys just to show what we're going to cover, right? So guys, don't worry, it's just a one slide from my end. Then we straight diving into the Salesforce Trailhead as well as on the Salesforce environment. Okay, so let me tell you what exactly we're going to cover. We're going to cover Apex basics and database. Okay, inside this we have a started with Apex, then we have use of S objects, then we're going to cover manipulate records with DML, and we have write SOL queries, all technical. But don't freak out, we're going to start very slow, right? And then we're going to take questions. Obviously, if you guys have anything in your mind about Apex that I missed, or you want from Nukhil to present something in the next video, we will definitely take your question or take your note in consideration. We will arrange that session so we can cover that particular topic of Apex into the next video. Okay, so stay alert. I'm handing back to Nukhil, and if anybody wants to follow Nukhil, please, here is Nukhil's connections on LinkedIn and Twitter or Trailhead. Guys, feel free. And I believe all of Cam's Tech Talk or KSM 1313 Live, you already have it. Feel free to follow me as well. But we will take any comments via YouTube or any other social. So, hi, Nukhil. All right, guys. I'm handing back to you. We can start directly from the Salesforce. Chase.
Yeah, thank you, Cam. Yeah, let me share a screen. So hello guys, we are going to start here with the Apex. So we'll be going with the very basics of the Apex, and then slowly we'll be taking all the topics related to and revolving around the Apex. So let's start with that. So, and we prefer here to take the Apex, to learn Apex from the Trailhead, because that's the updated source, which will be updated by the Salesforce uh, every time whenever there are new changes or new releases. So yeah, we prefer Apex. Okay.
And we will share this link in the description,
Yeah,
as well, guys. So it gives you a structured approach. Okay.
correct. So let's start with Apex. So what is Apex then? So Apex is actually the programming language which Salesforce uses. So Apex is actually a commercial language developed by Salesforce itself, which is developed on top of a Java. So if you are a Java developer, so it will be easier for you to learn Apex language. If you are not, then as well you can learn directly Apex. No need to go through Java and then learn Apex. You can directly learn Apex as well. And talking about Apex, so Apex is also similar to the all other object oriented languages. It is having a different features which are listed over here. You can go through this Trailhead module. We'll share these links in the description of this video. Okay.
And
So
also, Nikhil, this is also
yeah.
helpful. A lot of people were asking me previously, can C or C++ developers can learn Apex? And I think with object-oriented, it's very easy for them to jump in and learn about Apex, I believe, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, any developer could learn about this Apex language. Talking about myself, I was known about C and basics of C++, and then I straightforward learned the Apex. I didn't learn the Java before learning the Apex. So yeah, if I could learn, anybody could learn this one. That's what I think. And in Apex, actually, it is very straightforward, unlike other languages, because we don't need here. Actually, I was about to come on this topic. So here we don't need any compiler or anything. We just need an active internet and a laptop to get started with the Apex. So as you can see in the on the screen, this image represents how these Apex work. So Apex, actually we put some code from our laptop with active internet connection, and then it goes via internet to the Apex application server, and then it gets compiled on the application server, not on our personal or a local system. Then we get then after successful compilation of the code, will either get if the code gets successfully compiled, and then we'll get the result. If it has errors, we'll get the errors as well. So it this is how it works. So how this is actually solving a very big problem. Like, we don't need a very strong systems here. We can use average system as well, because all the compilation and the processing are going to happen on the server side, that is on a cloud. That's why we don't need much high-end applications to use this Salesforce Apex or a Salesforce itself.
This is
Yeah.
actually very important point, guys. Let me give you guys. I know many people also ask me, Nikhil, that do they need server side? Do they need heavy machines? So, guys, no, you don't need any heavy laptop, because this is all cloud based. And any developer who wants to learn, they can create a free developer account, which I have previously covered in my previous videos. So you can create a free Salesforce developer account. I will put that link in the description. You can create your account, start utilizing the Apex from today. Second option is, from the Trailhead, you have a playground option, which also I have covered in a different video. You can click on the playground. It gives you the free developer account where you can start playing about Apex code. Okay. Thank you.
So as you can see here, that Apex supports here they are mentioning that cloud development as a Apex is stored, compiled, and executed in the cloud itself. So we don't need to care about our system. So this is a great source from where we could learn about the Apex. So obviously we can't cover everything here, but if you are interested, so you can go through different, we have different types of modules related to Apex here. So yeah. So yeah, so like something similar to other languages, in Apex as well, we have different data types. So let's go through these list of data types. I'll go through the resources, and yeah, along with Trailhead, I also recommend everybody to learn from this Apex developer guides. So these are also very up-to-date content. These are also having very up-to-date contents as well here. So let's see the data types over here. So we have different types of data types in Apex. So let's go one by one. We have primitive data types here, which are integer, double, long, date, or date times. So let's go through those. Let's see. So we have different different data types along with their explanation for what purpose they are getting used. So we'll check a few of them, and yeah. So now let's go to the straightforward to the developer console, and we'll write our first Apex code on the developer console. So to open the developer console, we have to go to this gear icon, and we just need to click on this developer console. So if you have the right permissions, so you will get this option here, developer console, and developer once you open the developer console, it will look something like this. So let's start the developer writing our first Apex code. So I'm going to debug and opening anonymous window, and here to print anything we have to write system dot debug, and inside that we'll write hello world, our first program. Okay.
And this is a developer console. I'm sure this is available
Yep.
on every developer environment free, and they
Correct.
don't need to use Eclipse or VS Script. They
Correct.
can directly write a code on there. Correct? Yeah.
Correct. So as you can see, we have written this code, hello world, which is a very which is a basic code when we are learning any languages. So we usually write this code hello world. So as you can see, we have written hello world, and we got printed hello world in the console. So this is this is the first code which we successfully ran. So we'll go one by one by for each data types, or maybe some of them, and let's see how we could use those. So let's start with string. So I'm copying example from here. Let's say this is string str. Okay, and we'll say system dot debug.
So system.debug is kind of a print something on
Print
screen.
statement. Yeah.
Print statement like in
Yeah.
an old time, basically.
Correct. Yeah. So let's say now I wanted to execute these two lines only. So I can select these two lines, and I can say execute highlighted. So only the lines which I have highlighted, those will get executed. So if you can see, now we got this debug, right? So this is the way we can declare any variable in Apex. Okay, so we have different variables here. You can go through each of them and learn about those. Now coming to back. In Apex, we also have collections. So if anybody has learned Python or any basic C languages, so they must have aware about these collections. Okay, so the collections are nothing but it is a the collection is kind of list or a storage of a similar data type. So let's say let's go one by one. We'll say list. We'll go to a list. So list is something similar to array. If anybody has come from the JavaScript background or a C background who have learned a C, so they must have aware about array. So this list contains the contains the elements of a same data type. So here, for example, these elements are of a type string. Okay, so this is and the way to uh, what do you say, initialize the list is something like here we have. So let's go to developer console, and we want to initialize a list of a type string. So we'll say list of string. Then we have to give some name to that list. So we'll say here colors, and we'll say new. We have to initialize it, list of string. Okay, so this is the initialization of a string list. Actually, now we can add our contents in this list. So here, for example, there are two ways we can add the contents. So here we are adding the contents in constructor itself. So let's check this way.
So did you say constructors?
Yeah.
Right. So these are so red, green, blue. They are constructors. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. No, not red, green, blue are this is not constructor. This is the elements we are sending to constructor.
So sending
So
to
sending to constructor. So constructor is basically when we are initializing this list, so that constructor code will get executed first as soon as we are initializing this list. So that's a OOP concept actually. So let's send these 3 variables here, and if we debug the colors, we'll get 3 colors: red, green,
developers
and blue. Oh, what happened? Oh, so sorry. So as you can see, now I haven't removed this str and I just selected 2 lines. So I got an error. So let me show you again that str does not exist. Why? Because I have selected only 2 lines and str is defined at line number 3.
Right. Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Errors are a great friend to learn any languages. Definitely. So don't fear to errors. Yeah. So yeah, now I updated the variable name over here. Now let me add few words as well here. Colors list. Okay. And we are saying colors. Now if we go to debug only, so you can see we have red, green, and blue. 3 colors got printed along with the text which we have added. So if you see, this was our code which we have added: red, green, and blue. These 3 colors got printed, right?
So
now
so far what we learned is console. We learned about the variable. We learned about the print, right? Which is system.debug. And we learned about how to use string as a list. So what was the list? Is it a construct? What was the list thing?
List is a collection actually. List is one of the collection.
Collection. Yeah. Okay. Collection of elements. Right.
Collection of elements. Yeah. So in a list, So, and along with this, let me show you to add elements. Actually, before that, let's say string methods in Apex. So there are few methods as well in Apex for the string class. Okay, no. But we have to look for
how Google is helping developers every day.
every
But,
time. Yes.
but I think the key thing is if you don't have a structure to learn, it will not be possible, guys. Yes, Google is helping, but make sure follow the structure as always. Like we are following the structure from the Trailhead. As I'm keep coming
Correct.
back to Trailhead, that's the key.
Correct. Correct. So I'm just searching here because we have everything here
Yeah.
in a developer console, but I'm just searching to get exactly what we wanted and our hands list. Okay, so here we have a different list methods. So let's say in a list, in our list, we wanted to add few more colors. Okay, so now here we'll say 1, and after that we'll add more numbers, and we'll see how that how many colors are getting printed. Okay, so now let's say I want to add few more colors in this list. So to add that, I have a method called add. Okay, add method. So add method, if we are using, so this will just add my element to the list. So this is a standard method of a list. So let's use that. So now I will say colors. I wanted to add in a list of colors. So I will say colors dot add, and I have to specify any new color name or any new element which is having the type of a string. So I will say red, green, blue. I will say orange. Orange color I'm adding here. Okay. Now let's see whether this color got added to the list or not. Now I will say here colors list 2, and I will print it out. So if we see in our colors list 1, we have red, green, blue, and after that we have added, after that at line number 8 we have added orange. So in our colors list 2, we got red, green, blue, and orange as well. All the four colors.
Can I ask one
Yeah.
student level question from here?
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, the check boxes, which I can see at the bottom of the screen, we have this frame, we have executable,
Yeah.
we have debug only, and filters.
Yeah.
So can we, because when you're running these codes, I think it's important for students to understand this as well. Like, what is this frame? What is executable and what is debug? I'm sure there will be a document about it. I think it's good to know at least executable and debug only. So what's, yeah.
Yes. So actually here, if you see, I just deselected it. So here it collects as soon as we run the code. So as I said earlier, everything goes to the Apex server or a Salesforce application server, and from there we are getting the data. So here all those actions are getting logged over here. What we are sending, how we are creating, all those things gets logged over here. But we are just interested in our debug statements. So that's why if I'm choosing debug only, so I could get these debug statements only. So same as, let's say I have multiple debugs. Okay, and I know that I have added this orange, and I want to see these debug statements. Okay, so if I have, let's say, more than 100 debugs in a particular code, so I may have to find it out or scroll it down, or it may be difficult for me. Okay, so I can simply here say I can simply here put orange, and it will automatically check this filter, and it will filter it out from the result which we got from earlier.
Brilliant.
So from there we can see our this debug statement only. So this is the use of these frames. Yeah, I will come to all of those later as and when we are required. We have
Brilliant.
multiple options here, but if we go into that one right now, so that may be a bit overwhelming for the
Correct.
new learner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So now moving ahead, we have different, as I said, this is the way we could add the colors in that one in a list of a string. Now the major thing which differentiates list with its next collection, that is set, is list is basically contains the ordered collection of elements. So when I say ordered collection, so this will contain, so if you see the order, okay, let me go to the debug. If you see the order of these elements, so we have added here red, green, and blue. So, and after that we have added orange, right? So if you see our last statement, last debug statement, so here as well we can see red, green, blue, and after that only we have orange. Okay, so that means this is the ordered collection, irrespective of their initials or sorting anything. We have very structured in a structured way. So let's say we have this list only, and I wanted to get the element at third position, which is at blue. Okay, so I can get that by just passing the index position of it. So in index position is basically the position of an element in a particular list. Okay, so and in a programming languages, the counting starts with 0, not with a 1. So the index position of a blue will be 0, 1, 2. So it is at a place of 2. So index position of a blue will be 2. So to get the element by index position, we have a list method. So let's go to that. Let's say we have something like, yeah, get method. So get method here, if you see, we have to pass the parameter index, the number of index position, so that we could get uh, get the element at that position. Okay, so let's check here. Let's say color. Okay, I'll initialize new variable string color 3, or color required, I would say color required, and we want a color at index position 3. Okay, so I will say no, index position 2, because counting will start with 1, 0, 1, and 2. So here we'll say get me the element which is at position number 2. Okay, and this variable will hold my colors name. So let's print that. Let's say color required is this one. So we are expecting here at line number 12, they should print blue. Okay, so let's print all of these. Okay, so if you see here, we got our color required. Color required is blue.
Magic.
So yeah, so this is all these system defined or a predefined methods of a list we can use. We have a multiple list multiple list of methods for a list. So here if you go, we have this so many methods we can use, standard methods. Okay, so yeah, and one more thing, yeah, this was about list. And yes, as I said earlier, this list, how it differs from its immediate next type of collection, that is set, is this list can contain the duplicate elements. So let's say I have added here orange, and again let's say if I'm adding here orange, again let's say I'm copying this 2 lines here, and I'm again adding orange. So at least 3, I'm executing these few lines. And if we see debug only, so you can see at least two. Till here we saw earlier as well, red, green, blue, and then we have added orange. So at least two, list two is containing red, green, blue, orange. That is okay. After that, we again have added orange. So in a list three, what we can see is it is saying red, green, blue, orange, and again one more orange, because we have added orange one more time, two times. Okay, and that's why and this is a property of list, that it can contain the duplicate elements as well. Okay, so let's say now I am adding the color red. Okay, now I'm adding color red. Let's see how this will look. So if you see here, we got red, green, blue, which are the initialized values. After that, we have orange. Orange we have. Then again we have added orange. So again we have orange. Then we have added red. So again we have here red. So if you see the order of adding these elements in this list is sustained. So we have added red at very last. So we have red at very last. Okay. So that way here we have very assured, we can very assuredly get the element by just saying the index position of it. Okay, and this list, as I said earlier, this can contain the multiple multiple similar elements or duplicate elements as well. So these are the properties of a list. So now moving ahead, we have our second collection type, that is set. So what is set is unordered. Unlike list, it is unordered, unordered type of collection. So when I say unordered, so here where it is, yeah, developer console. So here it is, we were very sure that at this index position this element will be there. As I said earlier, if you see color required, then at index position 2 we were very sure that at index position 2 blue will be blue. I can only get blue, we were very sure. Okay, but here instead it is not like that. It is not a ordered collection. This is an unordered collection. And the set, the very important property of a set is it won't contain any duplicates. It do not, here as well we can see, do not contain any duplicates. So this, even though we are adding here any value again here, so it won't contain that one. It will just contain the one occurrence of a same value. So let's see that one as well. Let's see for the same example. So we'll create here the same example for set as well. So the initialization is also same for the set. Just in place of a list, we'll use the keyword as set. So in place of list, we'll say set of a string colors, new set of string colors. Okay, so we are adding here three colors. Okay, and as let's say system.debug colors. Okay, so colors, this is colors set. Okay, now here we are saying colors set is this one. Okay, so if you could see here, we got all our three colors, blue, green, red. So here as well, if you could see, we have added red first, then green, then blue. But on the screen, on the result, we got blue first, then green, then red. So this is unordered. We can't say here, get me the first element, get me the element which is at 0th index. So, and we are expecting red, but it is actually blue. Okay. So that's why set is an unordered collection. We
So
say set is.
if you refresh this, will it change the order again or will it stay same?
It may change. Let's check.
Yeah, let's rerun it. Just want to see the
Okay.
output.
Just rerun it. I think that will remain same. I think, yeah, it is taking alphabetical order. If you see B,
Yeah, it
C,
is
and then R,
alphabetical.
right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. So now, the same way we can add colors in it. As we have added in a list, we have this method add. So let's say we are going to add here orange first. Okay, orange and red both. Let's say we add both. We're adding two colors. So same like a list, we have the we have class methods for set as well. Set methods. Okay. So for set as well, we have different methods here. Okay. Few of the methods are very similar to the list is list. For example, add and all. So we are adding two elements here: add orange and add red. But red, if you see, we have a earlier red as well in our set. So let's check how this gets print. Okay. This is color set, not colors. Okay.
All right.
Okay. And here is the magic of set. So if you see here, we have earlier red, green, blue, then orange, then red. Red, if you see here, we have twice. Two times we have added in this set. But in our output, we just have one occurrence of a red. So this is the magic of set, or we can say this is a property of a set which exclude the duplicate elements from the set. So whenever we have a requirement to store some unique elements, so we'll go with the set.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the second type of collection in Apex.
Okay.
So now we'll try adding one more element over here. So let's say we are going to add a green. Okay. So we have already red and green here in our color set, and one more time we are adding it over here. So let's see what we get in the result.
So
Okay.
duplicates basically. We try
Duplicates,
to
yeah.
avoid, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if I'm printing this, so if you could see here, we just got, okay, just a minute, debug only. And even though we have added red and green again, we just got a single occurrence of a red and green, if you could see in the result. So this is the benefit of set, which reduces the multiple occurrences of a same element. So whenever, let's say, we wanted to say any unique items in a set, so in that case we use this particular collection type, that is set. So some same as of list, we have here multiple methods of a set. So yeah, we can use those. So let's say we'll try to use size. So let's check size. So here we'll print the size of our set. So size method we can use in list as well. Let's say size, and to use this method, I'll say size. Okay. I'm debugging it. So size, if you could see, 4. But if you see the number of elements, how many times we have added? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We added 6 times, 6 elements, but out of those 6, 2 were the duplicates. So that's how it reduces those 2 occurrences, and the size we got here is 4. But if we see here, let's check, let's go back and check the here. After this one, system dot debug, and if we see the size of our list, colors list, so if we say colors list size, and here if we say colors, which is our list name, enlarge it a bit. Okay. And if I'm saying here size method, so here I will get the size of okay. So if you see here, we have added here 6 elements. So 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Even though here we have added duplicates, those got sustained here in a list, and at the end we got the size of 6. So yeah, this
It's
is the
like a
basic
count. It's like a count.
yeah, it's like a count. This method returns the count of elements in a set or a list. So this is the basic difference between list and set. uh, yeah, and then we have few more methods as well here, so let's see few more methods. So is empty, we can just it will return us true if that set has 0 elements. So this method is also very useful, and we regularly use in our code. Is empty, same method is there for list. Then to remove any element, we use remove and
Yeah.
all.
So these are all
Yeah,
the methods
all the
that
methods.
where
Yeah,
you can use it
yeah,
for anywhere. Correct.
sure. This contains also, let's check contain.
Mhm.
So contains we can use to check whether the element we are sending is there or not. So if ever the element we are passing via the parameter, if it is present in the set, we'll get the result as true. Otherwise, the result will be false. So for example, let's say here we'll say in our dev console, let's check in our set, we can directly print as well. So let's try this time. This time we'll say colors, we'll say red contain question mark. We'll say color set dot contains,
Mhm.
and here we'll send our parameter as our element as red. So
Right.
we'll check whether this whether this colors set, okay, color set contains red. Will be better. Yeah. So we'll check whether this color set contains a red element or not. So we can here clearly see it contains. So we should be, so this will return us true. So let's check what it returns. Okay. So I'm doing executed highlighted and going to debugs. So see here it returns true. It returns at line number 8, not 8, this is debug line. It returns colors contains true. So if you see this everything, these method return true. because red is there in our set. And let's yeah, Cam.
It's returning the value. Okay,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah. Now let's check whether it contains yellow. Okay.
Right. Okay. Now that should return a wrong, like
So yeah. So this. So let's check how this code get executed.
false. It
So
should.
yeah, this is
There we
returning
go.
false. Yeah. Here we
Yes.
go. So this is how we can check whether the element is contained in our list or not. So this will be very useful in a bulkification. So we'll be seeing those concepts later on.
Mhm.
We'll be going through all of those. Yeah. So now moving ahead, we have the our last collection type. Last but not a least, the map collection. So map collection is basically if you see, let me differentiate first. So here, if you see, we just have added in a set or a list, we just have added the elements one by one. Okay. But in a map, it is not like that. In a map, it will be in a key value pair. Okay.
Right.
So if we say here map, so now let's create a map. Okay, map. So the sorry, map of, we'll say string, comma, string. So how it will contains is, let me give you the example. Okay, this is a perfect example. So let's close the list and set. Okay, we have maps example. So let's say key here. So key, we put the values in terms of key and value. So for example, here they have this example of countries and currencies. Okay, so the key is United States and its currency is dollar. And same for Japan, its currency is yen. For France, it's euro. For England, it's pound, and for India, it's rupee, right? So here, what it contains is it contains both the values in a same set, or sorry, not I should not use set, but in a same collection. Okay, so if ever, let's say, I wanted to get the euro, okay, so I'll say I'll say get me the currency of a France. So I need to pass this France, and I will get euro. So this is a bit useful. Let's see how we could uh, use this one. Okay, map.
Yeah, it's very understandable. It's mapping kind of two different values.
Values, yeah.
This country using this currency. Yeah, it's very handy as well.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
Map of countries. Yeah, a map of countries and countries to countries and currencies. You say. Okay. So here we'll say new map of string is to string. Okay. And let me take you through the maps method as well. Map is also having different method. Map methods. So to add elements in a map, we have here different method. Actually, unlike the set and list, we have to use here put method to add the elements. So, and to add it, we have to use something key value. If you see here, okay. So we have to use this key put method actually here to add the element in that map. So this is our map name, and I wanted to add it, we have to use put method. So this is the difference actually. Here we are using add, but here in a map we have to use put. Okay, And here we have to send two parameters. So first will be our key and second will be a value. So for our case, let's say the key will be United States. Okay. So this is my key and this will be my value, and value is dollar. So let me comment down over here is one more time. So this is nothing but key, to get better understanding, key, and this is value. Okay, I comment this line. So here now let's print it out. System.debug. And I'm saying map. To debug only. Now if you see here,
Yeah.
we have United States as a key, which is and then value as a dollar. Okay, now let's add few more elements to it. Okay, so I'm just copy and pasting this line one more time, two more times. Okay, and if I say Japan, so Japan's currency will be N.
Yeah, that will be yen.
Yen. And let's say India.
Yeah.
India, and Indian currency will be rupee. Okay. Now let's try running this code. Okay. So if you see here, now we got India equals to rupee, Japan equals to N, and US is equals to dollar. So map is also basically a same as of set. For here, now let's say for here, the value for each key, for one key, here all the keys. So here, what are the keys? These country names are a key. If you see here in developer console, if I'm here, so I have commented first element is a key and second element is a value. Okay, so here all the keys will be unique, same as of set. So I can't say here again India with any other currency. Okay, so this won't allow me, or this will either override it. Okay, so here all the keys will be unique and value may be same, but key will be unique. Okay, so we'll see few more methods here in map. Okay. Okay, now why we use map is we have two earlier we have two collections, but why we use map is because here we don't, let's say here we have a multiple colors or many colors. Okay, so to get that a particular color, we either have to iterate it, or we need to know the index position of it at particular position. But here we don't require any index position. We don't have to we don't need any dependency over here. Okay, so let's say I want to get the currency of India. Okay, so what I will say, so it will return, so this is a string variable. Okay, so that's why it will return me string. So I will create string variable, new string variable. I will say Indian currency. Okay. And this will, here I'm putting, I want from this map, I will say get me a currency of this country. So in this country, I will say India. So here I am inserting the key value. So key value is a India. So in a get method, we can say, we can see here, we have to insert a key reference over there. Okay. Now I have added India. Now let's see what it is getting printed. So I will say Indian currency is this one. Okay. Now if you see here, our code Indian currency got printed as rupee, correct? So this is the benefit of map. So this can hold a large amount of data, and we can simply, by using a key, we can get the value related to it. So yeah, map is very useful when we will go further in deep with Apex. So at that time as well, it will be very useful for us. Okay, so here same like of set and list. So these are a few methods listed over here. So you can go through each of them. Here they have mentioned all the use of it, a signature, how we could write it, and the at some places examples as well. So I would encourage all of you to go through this documentation. Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nikhil. I think
Yeah.
we covered very good steps about the basics of Apex. So what we covered is the key features, and we covered the Apex class method, and I think we covered about 3 different map methods as well, the other methods as well. So obviously you have the articles, you have the Trailhead, and me and Nikhil will come back in the next session. We'll cover step-by-step guide for you guys in Apex and how to rock. Okay. Thank you, Nikhil, and we'll see you soon again in the next session.
Sure. Thank you.
Yes, bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.